I've made no secret of the fact that I am not a believer in the Jinzo OTK deck, but I got to admit it's been putting some points on the scoreboard lately. It won that one IRL event. I think it was the same one where the Rock deck got second, so that had to be a based event. And then also it went 5-0, I think, undefeated at the 3v3 tournament that I covered the other day with Times 2. I think one of the semifinalist teams had a player who played this exact list that you see on the screen. I'm basically just net decking it. You can find the whole deck profile over on Playtest IRL's channel. I saw it over there, and grateful to them for the coverage. So he was playing Jinzo OTK and went undefeated. So I thought, that's another impressive run for the Jinzo deck. Maybe I will give it a try. This was the build he was on. It's on 2 Jinzo 2 returner as opposed to 3 and 3, I guess. It's always wonky with these ratios. The main thing that's always turned me off about this deck is that returner is just so bad in your hand. Like, you do not want to draw this card. You do not want to draw this card because there's just no way to convert it. You have to like set it or ram it and have it get destroyed by battle. That's like it pretty much because this stupid thing misses timing. Of course, the full Machina package, triple force, triple fortress, triple gear frame, very good cards. Cyber Dragon's a good card as well, and you need it for your future fusion overload, limited removal, gimmicky OTK stuff. And then to round out the machines, we got a salvo package with triple Dekoichi, double salvo. Going with the Dekoichi, we just have a whole bunch of draw ones with the Upstart Goblins and the Legacy, and then also Reckless Greed. They chose not to play a lore for some reason. I found that kind of weird because a lot of the dark monsters are things that you actually just like will brick on and want to allure away anyhow. But yeah, that's the list. Pretty a little bit different maybe because not on the Hamster Raikou stuff and the 2 and 2 ratios. But pretty standard. You get all the crazy, win the game cards. And you just try to OTK your opponent with some wild machine plays. So let's see how I did with the deck. First match was up against Gemini Spellcaster. A very interesting deck list the opponent was on. I couldn't really tell what it was after game 1, honestly. But apparently, yeah, it was some kind of Gemini thing. So here, I actually just thought it was like a Spellcaster deck after game 1. We go for gear frame, and then I pitch. The reason we pitch Jinzo is because we want it in the graveyard for our returner play. So if we go Fortress, pitch Fortress, we're not going to be able to get the Jinzo to the grave. But as you can see now, we just go for Giant Trunade, and then we activate Future Fusion, and then we revive 2 Jinzos with the returner. So we did the meme play. We got to summon some Jinzos. They're all coming out here. And then I think we go summon Gear Frame, get another Fortress. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not able to hit lethal because they have 2 monsters and one of them is an Old Vindictive, which is going to pop our other Jinzo. Yeah, I guess not wanting to pop a Fortress because they'll lose a card out of our hand. Then I think this is a legal play. I equip the Jinzo with the Gear Frame and then use the Gear Frame to protect an end phase. I think that works. I think that works. I'm like 92% sure, but yeah, I could be wrong. Here they go for a pretty wild play with Blazewing, double summon, bring back Valkyria, and then Valkyria starts popping off, killing my whole field. But, they just don't have enough, and we're not playing like we're scared of anything because we have this trap stun set, so we're feeling pretty solid here, just going with all the Fortress attack for game. All right, easy game 1. I thought this was going to be an easy match because I'm just like, they're on some weird Spellcaster stuff. But then we run into the Gemini portion of their deck in this game, and I think we just go summon Gear Frame attack, and it ends up being a Gemini Soldier. I'm like, what the hell? So they get end phase Birthright, and we Typhoon it in our end phase to stop the Soldier from coming out. Here we go bring out the Fortress. They get Gem Spark here. We flip up the Trap Stun, so I guess they can't Ultimate Offering during the battle phase now. And then we just go equip, set, and they special Fortress. Okay, yeah, that play messed us up. This turn messed us up bad. They out our thing. They go attack. They get a +1 here. And then we draw into stupid Gold Sark when we're, like, in this back foot position. Maybe I should have sided this out going second or something, but I just didn't side in these matches, so what can you do? Here, we do not have enough to summon double Fortress. Unfortunate. We would have won the game, but we don't have the other Fortress in our grave. So here we just run over the Valkyria. And then I think we run into that thing. I could have Trunated early here just to get rid of the Ultimate Offerings so that I don't get like meme killed this turn. But I decided to play to win rather than to play to not lose. And then we die at this point, right? Because they just have enough. So they attack in for game with all of their guys. And we don't even get to see that Overload Fusion ever. So yeah, we kind of just got Gemini'd that game. Then game three, I think we open up pretty solid. I maybe should just use the upstart. I don't know why I was greeting it here. It's like pretty much guaranteed that this upstart's getting used. So they hit in. I guess I'm playing around dust shoot a little bit. Whatever. It's like fine. We flip up legacy. And then I think about what to do here. I decide to use the upstart. Then I think we ultimately just special summon the Sidra attack. Hope it's Gem Spark, which it is. So decent trade there. We can just set the Dekoichi, keeping the positive tempo here. They go double summon again. Summon the Gemini Soldier, hit in, but the Dekoichi is going to give us a draw. But we draw Gold Sark again. Like, I don't know. This card didn't feel too good. We decided to go for the Black Rose play. They could have stopped this, I guess, but we would have had a brain control follow-up, potentially, maybe. I don't know. Or, like, yeah, we'd have had something. So here they go Supervise plus Blaze Wing, which is scary. And then we're not getting the True Nade yet. So I was actually kind of worried, but they just don't have back row. So I think they basically die at this point. We overload for a Chimera Tech Overdragon, and that's probably lethal like already. But we just go even more in because why not? Make everything a billion attack points, attack for a game. Other match was against some kind of zombie deck. So we have here just some draw cards. Feeling like we're gonna activate some draw spells and then hopefully find our wombo combo OTK. We go for the gear frame, and then I think we activate the legacy, see if we can find some removal, and we do draw giant True Nade, which I think is enough to go for a game here with the limiter removal. So they just like take everything. They shouldn't have done that. They should have made me at least think about when to use limiter removal, but yeah, they're super dead there. Okay, here we open double returner, you know, the nightmare, because it's like, how are we ever... We don't have a way to put them back to our deck either. We're not on the Avarice, Raikou Hamster stuff, so it's just not looking too good. I decided to go Cyber Dragon, hit over here, clear that, and then I think we just pass... No, we set this, which is good because they would have Reaper ripped, so we needed to... That information with the Reaper search caused us to make that play. I guess kind of somehow sort of converting off of the Jinzo returner. At least we made them commit a Caius to it. Now we're kind of going in. I forget if we... No, we don't say... Yeah, we kind of did say screw it and just like into that back row. So we hit for a bunch of damage. Okay, but now they have set Reaper, and this deck doesn't have a lot of outs to set Reaper. It's like Brain Control and Black Rose Dragon or like Salvo plays. Here they go Phoenix Wing. I guess they thought I was on Raikou, but I'm obviously not, so they kind of just wasted a Phoenix Wing. They flip up Raikou out the gear frame. They go Caius the back row. Freaking Caius the back row syndrome claims another life. So we Typhoon, we hit the Miracle, or we hit the Giant True Nade, which is apparently a card that is in their deck. We run this over, we set this, we pass. They decide to tribute set their Mally, which is kind of wild. They could have, like, stolen the fortress with brain control, run this over, and then tribute set Mally, but they don't. They opt to hold on to the brain control. Now we activate Gold Sark, and we run this over. They go Sork, and then they banish my guy. They go for a bunch of plays here with, like, 2 level 8 synchros and an absolute 0, and then they storm my back row too. I don't know why they... Oh, no, they waited till they could use the Miracle, and then they storm my back row. Understandable. This is the turn I threw the game, because we just had lethal, but I did the Chimera Tech math wrong. So I didn't realize that I had lethal, but actually, like, I think we would have just killed them if we had gone Special Sidra, pitched Special Fortress, and then, like, banish 8 materials for Overload Fusion, right? Because that would be a 6,400 Chimera Tech Overdragon to be, like, what, 38, 36. Yeah, they would be super dead. But I didn't do that. So we just end up running everything over. But obviously, we should have done the lethal line there. Would have definitely been better. And I think I decided to Special Fortress. I could have also specialed Sidra. If I had, we wouldn't have been dead to Brain Control. But I don't know. We obviously should have just won the game there, is the thing. So maybe no sense analyzing whether I misplayed by summoning Fortress over Sidra. Alright, game 3. We flip up the Dekoichi. And we just set another Dekoichi. Here they set Sangan. We flip up another Dekoichi. Then I think we tribute summon a Jinzo, because might as well. We got to get cards out of our hand. They search for Mally. Then I think we set the Typhoon. They end phase Typhoon or Typhoon. That's fine. They go set Raikou. Now we special out Fortress. They just Raikou our Jinzo here, so that's cool. Put the Jinzo in the graveyard. We want the Jinzo and the Fortress in the graveyard ultimately. And I think here they actually don't make a play, which is kind of wild to me. They try to OTK next turn instead, but with the brain control. But obviously that's not going to work because we have the Gores. So we run over the Dark Grepher, okay, we hit in, and now we're thinking, all right, we win next turn no matter what at this point. They have Heavy Storm into Gores or something. Yeah, so they can clear all our stuff. But I guess we can flip up the Trap Stun anyway if they don't heavy our stuff. So yeah, they go for RDA into Brain Control because that's 8k exactly, but obviously we just have Gores. I think a lot about what mode to put the guys in, and then I opt to put one in attack, one in defense. Because they can just get rid of the fortress either way, which they do here with the end phase RDA effect, but it's not going to matter, obviously. We're just going to go for Black Rose Dragon into Revive Machina Fortress into attack for game. So pretty clean game number 3 there for us. Those are the matches. I gotta say, I have mixed feelings about this deck. A lot of times I play it and it feels bad, or I watch it and it feels bad, or I just look at it and it looks bad. But you know, I did go 5-0 with it in the Meta Breakers episode 2, and it does have some results recently, and Keegan seems to really believe in it. So, I don't know. I'm kind of ambivalent about the Jinzo deck at this point. I'm not, like, a fan of the sort of style of deck that this is, but maybe it has some potential. I'm not really sure. You know, you be the judge for yourself. Let me know what you think about the Jinzo deck in the comments section. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.